on by already. The Hudson is doing one summer fun for you guys to enjoy. Our last show
Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, the holidays are in full swing in Williamson County, and if you're looking for gift ideas for the holiday season, consider giving the gift of health. An annual pass to the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department is the gift they'll use year-round. Who wouldn't appreciate an annual pass good for 12 months of facility use at any local recreation center? All county annual pass holders receive unlimited use of state-of-the-art wellness centers, gymnasiums, walking tracks, plus open and lap swimming in indoor and outdoor pools across the county. Annual passes can be purchased and used at our recreation facilities in Brentwood, Fairview, Franklin, and Spring Hill. All county annual passes for Williamson County residents are just $225 for a family, $160 for a senior family, $150 for a single youth or adult, and $100 for a single senior. Williamson County Parks and Recreation gift certificates are also available and in any denomination. They can be used like cash for passes and most classes at our 4 primary recreation centers. Some restrictions and special circumstances do apply, and other pass pricing options are also available. So stop by the front desk of any main facility for more information about passes and gift certificates and finish your holiday shopping in one stop. The new year is just around the corner as well, and Williamson County Parks and Recreation is here to help you with your New Year's resolutions. Whether you're looking to shed a few extra holiday pounds, learn to swim, start playing a new sport, learn a new language or how to play a musical instrument, take up a new hobby, or just meet new people, the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department has a dynamic list of programming and excellent facilities to help you meet and complete yours and your family's resolutions in the new year. So again, visit one of our facilities for more information on our amenities and programming options, or log on to our website at www.wcparksandrec.com. Well, as one year draws to an end and a new one begins, we'd like to take a few minutes to recap the past year and talk about a few new projects and programs coming up in 2014. Joining me today to do this is our director, Mr. Doug Hood. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Kerri. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm happy to have you join us today.
Back for my yearly visit, huh?
That's right. Got you in here one more time
That's
to talk about the state of Williamson County Parks and Recreation, what we've accomplished in the past year, and what we are looking forward to in the coming year. One of the things that we talk about a lot through the department is the growth in Williamson County in general. This county is booming continually, and that usually means for us that we're usually educating people on a fairly ongoing basis about who we are and what we do, because there isn't a Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department everywhere. For people who might be new to the area or might not know about some of the great things that we offer, kind of give us an overview of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department and what our mission is to this community.
Well, our mission is very simple. It's to serve the residents of Williamson County and to do it in a fiscally responsible and professional manner, and hopefully we've done that over the past several years, and now decades. I think the department is well received by the residents, and we've been very fortunate the kind of reception we've gotten, and also by our Williamson County Commission and through the office of the Mayor, Rogers Anderson, has been very supportive of this department and the things that we're trying to accomplish. And it's about leisure services and about a well-rounded community. It's about providing services to all the residents in a variety of things that have to do with leisure services. And you've heard me say for my 20 plus years here, I can't imagine living in a community that didn't have a strong Parks and Recreation Department, because it affects a lot of things. It affects public safety when you have things for young people to do. It affects the housing market and the value of your homes. It affects how you get to work with the public school system, which is great here and very fortunate for us because we work very closely with them and using their facilities and them using ours. It provides a stress-free environment for people to do things besides work and the everyday grind of life. And it also provides opportunities for families to spend time together. And I mean, we're very proud of what we've done and very fortunate that the community accepts us so well. So.
Always have as well.
They have.
been a
I've been
great
very
relationship.
fortunate. When I came here 23 years ago, you know, I knew this is where my wife and I wanted to raise our family and stay, and simply because of the people that were here. And as the department formed, there are, to give a little history of it, so that, like you asked, there's 6 divisions: administration, athletics, programming, therapeutics and seniors, parks and facilities. And one of our subdivisions, obviously the one you run, which is our public information office, is very important in how we get the message out to the people. 6 division heads, as we call them, in a very friendly manner. If you're called a 2, that means you're in charge. You're the number 2 person in the department. So, and that's kind of caught on where people like that. There's 6 of them, and then obviously the big facilities in Brentwood, Spring Hill, Franklin, Fairview. Then, of course, we're all excited about Nolensville coming on board. The contracts have been signed for Nolensville. The bid's been awarded, and we are working hard to get it open sometime in the summer.
You know, and one thing I don't think people realize about our department, you know, you can say Parks and Recreation, but a lot of times people don't really understand the true size of our department, and you're just starting to touch the surface when you start talking about the division heads and the number 2s and 6 divisions. And, you know, we operate 4 main recreation facilities, adding a 5th in 2014, and then there's all of our athletic amenities. I mean, you have a very large staff that helps you run this large department.
It's very big. There are about 1,250 employees, full and part-time. There's 80 full-time employees, about 300 permanent part-time employees, and then then everybody else falls in the categories from, you know, people who are supervisors to league officials, lifeguards. You know, it goes on and on. Our dance programs and all of our programmers and trainers and all of that stuff that all falls under that. It's the biggest department in Williamson County government, and it also produces a lot of revenue. We did almost $4 million in revenue. So when we are, from all calculations which we present to the commissioners who are on the Parks and Recreation Committee every year, we're about 1.2% of the entire county budget because we produce so much revenue. And I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that, you know, we're able to help carry our own weight. And, you know, it's all at choice revenue. I mean, it's not like you're buying an auto tag that you have to, or you have to pay a fine through the court system. This is you choosing to participate in the things that we offer and are willing to pay for that. And, you know, we're very blessed that the citizens have accepted this and are very, very supportive. You know, I was sitting in a staff meeting yesterday when obviously you were there, and we were talking with the division heads, and, you know, I was just so taken back by, you know, our children's theater program this past weekend, which sold out, you know, 4 performances of Bye Bye Birdie. You know, then the Christmas parade with our dance program, Rhythm and Spirit. All these young ladies were on this float for the Christmas parade, and we're so excited about that. You know, we had tons of people there for Snack with Santa. We did a kids' garage sale that was, I just think is one of the coolest things we do. I love that, and it was so exciting because we was so successful, and people lined up to get in to go to the children's garage sale. You know, and I was thinking about all the things that go on and all the things that we do, including where we had a brief discussion again about like haunted trails, which we did for 20 plus years, and it was the last year we were going to do it. You know, and we're not doing it again simply because we want to move to something different and more exciting for the residents. You know, where there's, you know, trick or treat on the trail or whatever. It's an evolving process. It's a department that has a lot of really good thinkers in it and people who are innovators. And I think you'll see that at Nolensville as we get ready to open that and do that program, which will bring about 15 full-time jobs and about 45 to 60, you know, people out there that'll help the Nolensville economy. And I mean, I've even got some staff that talked about moving to Nolensville and doing some things to bring this online with the rest of the centers.
Well, and in talking about the department as a whole and generating revenue and things like that, one of the key ways that people use our facilities and that we also generate revenue is through pass sales.
Right.
Pass sales have always been very important to us, and we know.
And it's also the greatest deal in America.
That is very true, because we know families across Williamson County are no different than everywhere else. They budget how they want to spend their money and
Right.
where they want to spend their money. And during these times, we want to remind everyone that you do not have to sacrifice your happiness, your health, or your hobbies in order to stay healthy.
Let me comment on that. Let me say something then. When people are choosing, you only have so much entertainment dollar, but this is health dollars as well. That you think about how you're going to take care of yourself and your family as you're moving through your life. Well, the commission has been so supportive of this, as well as the county mayor's office, of charging fees that are affordable to every family. Like what you said, you can buy a yearly pass for a whole year for your entire family for $225 and go to any of our wellness centers and rec centers, and our wellness centers have state-of-the-art equipment. We just refurbished and redid the indoor sports complex in Brentwood with brand new equipment. Franklin was done a year and a half ago. We're going to make sure that we have top-notch equipment and offer the kinds of things to our residents because they're paying for this through their tax dollars, which I'm very cognizant of because I'm also a taxpayer here. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the most bang for my buck and that the money is being dealt with fiscally responsibly, and hopefully we've done that and improved that. But we have no intention of raising rates to drive people out. We have intention of making it affordable for people to remain able to do this in all of our centers and gain and get a healthy lifestyle, including the director.
All of us are included
all
in that.
All of those things.
And while we're talking along that lines, we also want to remind people that Williamson County Parks and Recreation facilities are public facilities. They are open to the general public. We do not sell memberships. I know a lot of people think of us in line of private organizations that do sell those, but we do not. Our doors are open to the public. Anyone can register for any program or class that we offer, as well as use any of our facilities or our amenities. In fact, we offer several forms of admission prices to suit your budget, including daily admission fees, multi-visit passes, and annual passes. Daily admission fees for Williamson County residents range from only $1 for seniors to $3 for youth and adults. We offer a 10-visit multi-pass that is only $20, and during the month of January, we'll be doing a special 30 for 30 promotion with our 30-visit multi-pass, selling them for only $30. That is 30 unique visits to any Williamson County Parks and Recreation facility for only $1 a visit. Multi-visit passes never expire. They're transferable to family and friends and can be used at locations in Brentwood, Fairview, Franklin, and Spring Hill, and next year, Nolensville as well. Again, annual passes are also available and can be purchased for mere pennies on the day. Again, for Williamson County residents, an all-county annual pass for a youth or adult is only $150. For a family, it's just $225. We also offer special pricing for seniors ages 55 and over. Some people are usually excited when they hear that. Some people are usually a little bit shocked. They're like, 55 and I'm a senior? But it comes with some great benefits.
That was so long ago for me, I forgot.
But again, special pricing for seniors is also available, where we sell an annual pass for just $100 a year and a senior family pass for only $160 a year. In January, we'll also be offering a special to first-time annual pass purchasers. If they buy an all-county annual pass from January 2nd through the 31st, they'll receive a $25 discount on the pass price. Plus, for those renewing their all-county annual passes at any time in 2014, Williamson County Parks and Recreation will also be offering a $25 discount, just our way of saying thanks for your support of the Parks and Recreation Department. So lots of opportunity for people to be involved in a lot of great facilities, like you mentioned, as well as a lot of great programs that operate through those facilities as well. We need to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about some of our projects from this past year and what is on the horizon for Williamson County Parks and Recreation in 2014. Y'all stay tuned.
know that the average school-age child spends almost twice as much time watching television as he does at school? Now, while TV has its place in your child's downtime schedule, remember that the hours spent watching TV are replacing the hours of creativity, productivity, and physical activity. TV is a passive activity and requires very little from your child. Now, we all need some of that, but we don't need it taking the place of reading, thinking, creating, and connecting with family and friends. So if you're brave enough, take the challenge. Turn the TV off for a week and see what happens. Make a list of interesting things your family can do during those hours they normally spend watching TV. Get some books, magazines, or a puzzle and do them together as a family. Introduce a new board game or family game you can do together. You may even get everyone to try a new hobby together. Now, don't worry if you hear the words, "I'm bored, there's nothing to do." It's okay. Often boredom is the springboard for creativity. And don't give up after the first challenging night or two. Try it for a week and see if your family becomes more relaxed or more creative. You may even want to try a regular no TV night at your house. Remember, stay connected. You're the vital link in your child's school success. I'm Joan Tidwell, and this is the Parent Connection.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're speaking today with Department Director Mr. Doug Hood about the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. We're going to be talking about some of our past projects this year, as well as what we are looking forward to in the new year coming up in 2014. Sir, let's start off talking a little bit about the Nolensville community. Nolensville has seen a lot of attention this year. First off, with the grand opening of the new Nolensville Soccer Park this past spring.
Right. Multi-purpose fields out there. We built three or four pads, pretty good sized pads, and basically let the Nolensville Soccer Club design field sizes. Still need bathrooms out there and some paving that has to be done, a concession stand, but that all costs money, and that'll happen in the near future, I would imagine. But the point is to get these children a better place to play than what we were having at Gregory Park, which was basically turned into a practice facility now. Mm-hmm. So we're making progress out there. It's just it's going to take a little bit longer to get restrooms and concessions and stuff out there. So we've got some portable buildings out there, and the ever-present portalette that happens sometimes in parks. So, but we're working toward getting that completed in the next couple of years.
And the big announcement this year for the Nolensville community was the announcement of the Williamson County Recreation Complex at Nolensville.
Right.
This is a project that has been in the works for several years, and this was the year where it was finally able to come through fruition.
We put together a plan years ago under Mayor Anderson's direction, which I think is just wonderful, that we have municipalities in partnership for the building these kinds of facilities. And what they do is they pay for half the cost of building the construction facility, then basically they get to back off from it. They pay off that part of their note, and then it comes under the direction of the county. We operate it, staff it, maintain it, and yet they have a new facility in their community that they just basically paid for the construction for. It really serves well all residents, because no matter where you live, you're a Williamson County resident first, mm-hmm. And then you happen to live in a municipality like I live in Franklin, so it is, it's really worked out great, and I, compliment Rogers on that, how we put this together years ago. And I think what you'll see in Nolensville, the great thing about that is we are taking an old school and basically renovating it mm-hmm. with a brand new pool. And if people are interested or are out and they ask what the pool's going to look like, which we get that question a lot, it's going to be exactly like the one at Longview.
So it'll be a zero entry pool.
And zero mm-hmm. entry for those of you who don't, that is like walking into the beach. You're like walking from the beach into the water.
There's no steps. It's just a gradual decline into the water.
And it serves two things. First of all, for us, obviously, it's a cost savings because you're not building a small baby pool. You have the same filtration system. The chlorination system is the same, the MIOX system, all the stuff that we do can be done in one pool, yet it's safe for our young participants to sit in there or sit with mom or a family member and play in very shallow water as you're walking. We designate areas for that. And it'll have some play stations in it, which we've done at Longview. The inside of the building will be like our typical recreation centers. It's going to have a dance studio, wellness centers, It's a multi-purpose room in there for theater production. There's senior facilities inside, wellness and fitness, showers, locker rooms, the whole thing. I mean, it's got a gymnasium, all of it. The key for us, obviously, will be how fast we can get this built now that all the funding's in place. And basically what it is, the funding came to about $5,650,000. So it was split right down the middle between the city of Knowlesville and Williamson County government. And that's all in place now, and we'll hopefully get this construction started in January. I was hoping to get the pool dug and the gunite shot before it got too cold, but obviously today, since it was 19 when we got here,
Yes.
I think we might have missed that mark, but we're going to stay on it. We'll get it done as quick and professionally as we can. We're not going to cut any corners anywhere, and we'll get it done.
We'll get it
It's
done.
going to be a great addition.
It really
and everybody's
will.
so excited out there. That's the great thing. I love talking to people about it, and also I want to compliment the city of Knowlesville. They have just really wrapped their arms around this, and they've got a very astute group of aldermen and people that pay attention to what's going on. It's not just a yes vote. I mean, it's research and understanding the process of what's going on, and they knew early on that this was a win-win for both parties, and especially for the residents of Knowlesville. And I mean, isn't that what it's all about for us to serve? So.
Yes, it is. And in addition to a wonderful recreation facility that the residents in Nolens will have once this building is completed, there's also going to be some job opportunity created from this in that area. In that
yeah, we're going to have 15 full-time employees. That's already been approved by the Parks and Recreation Committee, and last year, as a matter of fact, and it'll go to the budget. I mean, to the full commission for final approval. Got the support of the mayor, and it's the positions that hopefully is this commission knows, and the mayor and I only ask for what I need and what we can do to get this building staffed properly and going, and it'll create about 45 to 60 other jobs, part-time areas. And the thing about Williamson County Parks, other than the sheriff's office, we're open longer than anybody else is. So you basically have to double up with crews because we're open from 5 in the morning till 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock at night, and then our ball fields are even open until 10. So by the time our afternoon staff gets done, they're 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So if you look at it, it doesn't look like hardly enough employees, but we'll make it work. So.
Been doing this a long time.
Yeah,
Definitely know what it takes.
Yes, I have.
Well, something else to look forward to in the future that we have started the planning process for with a task force this year is the revitalization of the old BGA campus off of Columbia Avenue in Franklin. That is county-owned land. The Williamson County Public Library is there now. Williamson County Parks and Recreation has Academy Park there. It's a 2-court gymnasium facility.
Right.
The campus of Middle College High School is there as well, but there are plans for expanding that campus in the future. Tell us a little bit about what this task force is doing right now.
And you said it exactly right, too. Look, it is going to be called a campus, and it's Academy Park. Obviously, a private college preparatory school, Battleground Academy, sat there for 100 years. And it is something we're very proud of, and how it's going to evolve, because we're incorporating the public school system, the process of the thoughts of an old college preparatory school that has a great history in Williamson County and Battleground Academy. Our public library system, Dolores Greenwell has done a remarkable job of operating that facility and the library system, and has become an integral part of Williamson County and what we do for our residents. And then obviously Williamson County Parks and Recreation, we've already revitalized the 2 gyms. We have a playing surface out there. And we're going to take one of the old buildings, instead of building new, take one of the old buildings and turn it into our community theater, which we're excited about. The Coverdale building will seat 300, and it's the second oldest gym in the state of Tennessee. And so we have figured out a way with retractable seating to make this a really pretty cool kind of facility for community activities and children's theater and community theater. We're talking to pull-type players and some other groups about using it, so we're very excited about that. And with that being said, then we're going to build a new enrichment center, which will house our seniors program and incorporate the J.L. Clay group, bring them into the fold, and have a outstanding facility for our seniors. And we're also going to use it for other programming and things in the evenings when the seniors have left the facility, and we're trying to find ways to make sure we use this facility in a multitude of ways to get the most bang for our tax dollars and the most bang for the buck. So very exciting. Task force was a really cool thing. The mayor put a task force together in several projects, and in this one, was fortunate to chair this, and it's really done a remarkable job of getting citizen involvement and having them tell us, well, have you thought of this, and we'd like to see this, and maybe they're, great group of citizens. People are very active in the community, senior community, all the way down from people who are involved in the public school system to volunteers and people who are just interested in community theater and interested in being a contributor to Williamson County. So this is one of my favorite projects that we've done. I think it's going to be really neat doing.
It's a lot to look forward to in the future with this project. And then in closing, I want to touch on two of our long-term passive projects. Timberland Park, first off of the Natchez Trace. Is there a status update on that?
Yeah, Timberland Park, and the reason it's taken so long is because we did this with grants. It was very important that we went through the grant process. Kudos to Phyllis Huffman and part of our administration team who've worked with the state and finally got these grants secured. And I think in doing that, you'll see things happening this year. I mean, it'll come around. And then the other one you're talking about was Benning Chestnut. Benning Chestnut is our 300-plus acre park, and that is, we knew it was going to be a long-term project, and it is a matter of funding, and its time will come, and I don't know exactly when, because we still have a lot of projects that are in the works, including growth always dictates more schools, and we have to be cognizant of that fact and working with the school system. And we have public safety things that have to be done with the sheriff's office, our new public safety building. It just has to be. It'll be on the list somewhere, and
it's an ace in the hole.
Yeah,
my dad always said the one thing they're not making any more of is land.
That's true.
And so
we own the land.
Right. When you can say we have 300 acres reserved for a passive park, at least you have your place you're going to start.
Sounds like a developer from Smithville.
Sure is.
There you go.
Well, sir, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in today and talk to us about just a few things concerning the department. It's been a pleasure, as always, to have you.
Thank you, Kerri. I always enjoy this. Thank you.
And in closing today, I want to remind you all again, if you want more information on our cost-friendly classes and programs, for a list of facilities, amenities, or hours of operation, or even our past pricing, you can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com or pick up a free monthly newsletter at any of our locations today. As we close, I'd like to take the time to wish you and your family a very safe and happy holiday season, and remind you that in observance of the holidays, Williamson County Parks and Recreation will have a series of facility closures. All Williamson County Parks and Recreation facilities will be closed Tuesday, December the 24th through Thursday, December the 26th for a brief winter break. Facilities will reopen according to their regular schedules beginning Thursday, December 27th. Then, in observance of New Year's, our facilities will close at 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 31st, and remain closed on Wednesday, January 1st. Facilities will reopen according to their regular schedules the following business day or on Thursday, January 2nd. Some exceptions do apply for our athletic facilities, and you can get more information by visiting our Facilities and Parks page at www.wcparksandrec.com. Thank you for joining us for today's show. We'll see you in the new year. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.
Already, so they have